You are watching unedited footage from a deep-sea dive. Time, 2:14 a.m. Depth, 3,800 meters. The water here is perfectly still. Before we analyze this footage, please subscribe to Sunken Inside to help us uncover the truth. Now, watch the rotting armchair in the corner. What happens next defies all scientific explanation. We checked the ROV telemetry immediately. There was absolutely no water current recorded at that moment. But this wasn't the only incident. In the corridor outside, we found debris behaving as if it were being blown by a strong wind inside a sealed ship. In the bar area of the smoking room, we set the ROV down to observe the condition of the tables. Keep your eyes on the small drinking glass on the left. It hasn't moved in 112 years, until now. We entered stateroom B52. The bed frame has collapsed, but the mattress remains, soaked and covered in silt. Watch the center of the bed carefully. At 2:45 a.m., something disturbs the sediment, as if someone just sat up. Water resistance at this depth makes sudden movements nearly impossible. A heavy wooden door requires immense force to move. Yet, in the crew corridors, we captured this. We lowered the camera into the void of the grand staircase. The lights illuminate the decks below, but on the A-deck landing, a shadow moves across the wall. There is no debris falling to cast this shadow. It moves with purpose. Electronics often fail near the shipwreck due to pressure, but this glitch is different. As we approached a mirror in a first-class suite, the camera feed corrupted. Frame-by-frame analysis reveals a horrifying image hidden in the static. In the third-class area, we found a child's marble, or small ball, on the floor. The ship is listed slightly to the bow. Gravity dictates the ball should roll down. Instead, watch it roll up. We moved to the service corridor near the elevators. On the wall, a service telephone remains attached to the bulkhead. The earpiece cord has rotted, but the main unit is intact. Watch the hanging receiver. It begins to move, as if someone is trying to answer a call. Deep in the engine room, the boilers have been cold for a century. The pressure gauges should all read 0 or be broken. But on the main control platform, one gauge is still active, and it's rising. Captain Smith's bathtub is a well-known sight. It is filled with seawater that is stagnant and still. But during this dive, we captured something that physically shouldn't happen without a surface break. A ripple from a single drop. The collapsible gates used to separate the classes or secure the elevators are heavy iron. They are rusted solid. Yet, deep in the ship, we found one that refused to stay still. The Steinway piano in the reception room is buried in debris. The keys are covered in a thick layer of silt. At 3:15 a.m., the ROV camera focused on the keyboard. There is no sound in the deep, but the movement speaks for itself. Bioluminescence is common in the deep ocean, but this light anomaly was different. It didn't drift with the current. It moved with intelligence. It tracked the ROV for 10 minutes, darting between the pillars. We explored a section of the mailroom that had been sealed by debris until now. The mud floor was pristine and untouched. As we watched, footprints began to appear in the sediment, leading into a dead end. The final incident caused us to abort the dive. We were in the cargo hold. Something didn't just want to be seen, it wanted us to leave. The ROV was grabbed. We made it to the boat deck, but as we prepared to ascend, the camera glitch returned one last time. We were passing a first-class cabin window. Frame-by-frame analysis shows we were watched until the very end. We recovered the ROV, but the data logs were corrupted. The events you have seen cannot be explained by science. The Titanic is not just a shipwreck, It is a vessel for those who cannot move on. Subscribe to Sunken Inside if you dare to see more.